But here we are. Here we are on Truthful Tuesdays, stepping into our realness, stepping into the rawness of it all, right? Because that's us. That's what makes us beautiful. That's what makes us unique, right? And we don't have to hide it. We don't have to hide it. I want you to, as I would say to Henry, let your hank out. I want you to let your hank out. I love that, Henry. I love him. Oh, F day. Alicia, my truth is heartbroken. I know it. Can we just send some love to Alicia, my friends? Right? Just send her some goodness. To her whole family. To the whole cow family. To the whole family. Thank you, thank you. And you know how we do, right? The head, the eyes, the chest, the mouth, right? And what I want you to work towards is that when you start to send love, it instantaneously comes from your whole being. So you start with having it come from your head. Literally envision that love, whether it's a picture, whether you're thinking of someone that you love, so it invokes that feeling, right? Whatever it is, I use puppies. Use them every time. It works every time. And then it will flow and go, right? Use what works for you. Then you add from your head, add your eyes, right? Each time I want you to start to add a piece, because the goal here is that when you activate your love, your entire being is activated, and it's your entire being that's sending love, right? That's our goal. So that every time you do it, it comes from my whole being. Out my chest, my neck. I mean, it's coming from everywhere, right? That's our goal. We can all do it. We just have to practice. We just have to practice. Excellent. Alexa, my truth is looking forward to my freedom. Mama, you're free. You're already free, right? We're already free. So recognizing, right? Feeling that freedom, hell yeah, right? Hell yeah. And I know, school's out, blah, 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 all of that, right? School's out. Yes, Jamie, send her a big hug. Lisa, my truth is overwhelmed. Okay. We breathe that in, right? Where we are is where we are, right? That's where we are, and it's okay, right? So what's your next best step from overwhelmment, right? May not be overwhelmment all the way to peace. That might not be it. But we're looking for the next best step up that emotional scale, right? Absolutely. Thank you all, sending her love. That's right, that's right. Love and faith. Your truth is, Pamela, you are love and faith. Listen, who would ask you, let's just think about this for a moment, right? Who is ever going to ask you what your truth is? Unless you're working with me, because I'm a spiritual life coach, right? I'm a spiritual teacher. Actually, they don't even want me to, they're like, you're a spiritual teacher. They want me to come off of saying that I'm a spiritual life coach first, which, like, right now I'm like, nope. I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm a spiritual leader, right? But who else is going to ask you that? But you, but your teacher, or but your coach, right? No one is going to ask you what's your truth. You're probably not even going to ask you what's your truth. And I love it because I heard from several of you today, and they were like, I woke up like, because they were telling themselves a lie, and they went to bed telling themselves a lie, and woke up on Truthful Tuesday because they own it. They've embraced Truthful Tuesday. Well, if you've embraced it, whatever lie you're telling yourself is gonna come up and out. And the more that you embrace Truthful Tuesday, your spirit and the energy won't let you sit with the lie. Don't you love it? I love it. I do love it, right? This is why Spirit asked us to start and to have Truthful Tuesday, so that we can have a contained space of loving energy. We are all holding space for one another right now. A contained space of love and energy to be real and to know that it's okay, that you can be vulnerable. You can be like coming with no mask, no makeup, no this, right? That's why I showed up. Last week, I was a mess, right? I was a mess. I don't even know if I combed my hair. I just hit play. Like, I don't even know, right? I was in a whole other space, which my hospice patient is no longer with us. He's no longer with us, right? He has made his transition. And I am a better person. Yeah, I'm a better nurse, but damn it, I'm a better person for those 6 weeks with that man. Changed me. I'm telling you, right? And I literally am like, I have to write about this. Every patient I get, it's like a story, Maybe I'm to write a book, right? My last 3 patients I've had, I've literally just sat down and wrote about them and how it's changed me and how we never miss our blessings. How I literally was like, no! And now I'm like, oh my God, thank you, right? You can't miss your blessings, baby. You can't miss them. They always come back around for you, right? So grateful for you. Kudos to you and grateful for you for stepping in for your truth. Because honestly, no one's going to ask you what your truth is. So we are being so courageous, right? The better the question, the better the response, which means the better the result, right? Hello. Love that. But let's just step it back for a moment, right? Because damn, the need for speed. Now, some of you saw my little midday PSA, which I just might have to start doing those, right? Little nooners. I'm so fresh. I mean, if anyone knows what a nooner is, it's not that kind of PSA. So fresh sometimes. Whatever, right? Like whatever. However, let's get back to the point. This is what I'm talking about. My spirituality goes from talking about God to talking about nooners. Like what? And it's all good. It's all good. So my midday PSA today was be a good human and let the pedestrian go first, right? However, as the day progressed, Spirit has been chit-chatting and talking to me about this. Like, absolutely, thank you for doing the PSA. Because I couldn't even walk into the establishment today until I went live. Like, I couldn't even take a step. It was like I was frozen. I'm like, okay, no problem. Although I love it when they do that. I love it when Spirit does that. I love it when they stop me in my tracks. I love it when they just shut me down, right? Because there's no question. There's no question about it. So I love it. Keep it coming, keep doing it, right? However, the truth was, Rita, don't lose sight of why you were the one that happened to, right? Like the dude almost hit me and I'm like, dude, chill out, man, right? But it's because I myself have this need for speed. I myself have been resisting and blocking. Spirit has been asking me for my time, right? Has been asking me, and my dreams and my goals require more time of myself. I know this. I have said it repeatedly. And I give a little bit. Sometimes in 10 or 5 minute increments, right? Spirit's like, honey, please, okay? Please. We are asking for your time. And I'm like, I've resisted it, right? I've had this need for speed where if I have something to do, I will leave it. And then in the last, 11th hour, I'm banging it out. I get it done, but it's not in this flow and in this like freedom to create and to be and to think and all these things. That crap is out the window, right? At that point, it's crap. I just gotta get her done, right? Get her done. Ellen, my truth is I need to put a B in so... Ellen! She literally just said this to me maybe like, 20 minutes ago? We just got off the phone, and I'm like, you need to what? Like, I don't know what I thought I heard, but it wasn't that. Again, inappropriate. And we had a good, rip roar about it. And still, it makes me laugh. I don't know why. I just never heard that phrase. And I love bees. I don't know what I was hearing. I don't know what's going on between these ears sometimes. I gotta be honest. It's all good now. It's all good. So I just want you for a moment, right? To be honest and just take this in for a second. And I mean we as a human race, people, Americans, we are addicted to speed, right? We are addicted to faster, more, better, the next, right? Upgrade or whatever. We are obsessed with the hustle and the hustle and bustle and the hurry. All of it. I mean, we even now have a diagnosis for it, right? This addiction. There is an addiction to hurrying. It's a hurry sickness. I'm like, are you about to put this in the DSM-4? Like, are you kidding me? There's an actual diagnosis. Jeez Louise, people, meditate, breathe, right? Whoa. I'm not really sure what I think about that. But the fact is that this is what causes stress. There's an underlying, understanding that this hurry, this addiction is causing stress. Stress is like the number one indicator of any disease or any imbalance that you have in your life is stress. It will lead you back to stress. Whether that's a little faint stress, right? Every day that you learn to live with, but you can feel it and you know it's there, or whether it's like huge and takes you out of your daily habits and your daily flow. Doesn't matter. It's wreaking havoc on our insides and causing harm, right? So herein lies, there's literally a diagnosis called hurry sickness. Still a little weird. However, if you have ever, right, switched lanes to avoid the slow driver, this is us. And I'm claiming it, people. Like, this is me. I was that, like, need for speed. And I know one of the reasons why I loved my Scion. I had a Scion. It's a sports car, right? It's a 2-door. I loved this beast of a car. It was little, right? I had it for 2 years through nursing school. And I went to nursing school in Danbury, right? Lived in Middletown, went to nursing school in Danbury. Crazy traveling. And this little beast was like, wah, wah. And it was a stick shift. Hello, shout out to those who can drive a stick shift. Who on here can drive a stick shift? Please let me know, right? I want to hear a little beep beep. Like, most people cannot, which is crazy because my mother taught me how to drive on a stick. Thank you, God, because I love it. I will always have 2 cars. One that's a little fast, speedy Gonzalez with a stick shift, and one that's like my family car, right? I love it. However, I was this girl need for speed. Switched to avoid slow drivers. I always drove in the fast lane. I didn't know there was any other lanes. What other lanes? I don't see any other lanes. It's only the fast lane for me, right? If you've ever laid on the horn because someone is driving slow because, they didn't turn the blinker on, but they're literally turning, or they're in the turning lane and you're like, come on, right? That's a problem. Or even in the grocery store. If you're in the grocery store and you're like trying to figure out which line is the shorter line and whatever, right? This is us just activating and being a part of this energy of hurry, hurry, hurry. Beep, beep. Joan, beep, beep. That's right, baby. Oh my goodness. Shout out to all my 5-speed people. I love you. I love it, right? When you drive by stick shift, it's nothing like it, right? Nothing like it. And I'm sorry for you who have never learned because you're missing out. You're missing out in life. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Anyhow, if you've ever done, and these are simple things, right? Simple little things that I'm saying, but they all activate and keep us in this state of hurry, 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 right? I know it. Me neither, but I still do it. I could even put on makeup when I'm still driving stick shift. Like, I did it every morning. I mean, hey, thank you God I didn't cause any accidents, but I did. I did, right? Here's the thing though, right? And this was what God's message to me today was, honey, this is you, own it. It had to be so blatant in my face that I was like, now I care, right? Now I'm like, it stopped me where I'm like, okay, I hear you, what? And I'm willing to open my ear and listen. God's been trying to get me to listen for months. And I'm like, please, right? But he has. And the truth is that as I'm reading the Bible, right? I'm literally reading the Bible this year. I'm loving it, thank you. Actually, my Bible's right over here. I'm like, love you. However, Jesus didn't rush. And all the stories that I'm reading, Jesus was on God's time. Whether you believe in God or not, the universe doesn't rush. The change of the seasons, the change in the bloom of the flowers, even though we want it to happen faster, come on! It happens when it happens, right? My mom was just saying this weekend, my lilacs are gone. Yeah, peace out. Like, the lilacs are done, right? They come and go on the timeline and in the speed that they are in the flow, right? Just look at Mother Nature. Just look at the universe and it will show you, here's the speed, right? God is trying to get me in line with that speed and I'm like, please, dude. Whatever. However, I'm starting to pay attention, right? I'm starting to release my ego and my humanness, and I'm listening more intently to what God is trying to say to me. He's like, Jesus, JC didn't rush. And I don't call him Jesus, I call him JC, right? JC didn't rush. And I'm like, he's like, just look for rush as you're reading these stories, girlfriend. And I'm like, yeah, I haven't read any of that. Like, nah. But he's right. I get it. But I want to ask you, what is a hurried life costing you? What is the rush in this hurried of life costing you? I just want you to ask yourself that. Because when you ask a really great question, the universe gives you really great, truthful, honest responses. Maybe you don't want to know that. I don't know. Only you can ask, and only you will be given those answers, right? But I want you to take the time and just ask yourself, what does a hurried life cost you? Aw, bummer. Right? Sorry, James. So just ask yourself that. And here are 3 sort of like identifiers that JC and I were talking about before we came on, right? And this hurried life, it ruins or just diminishes your relationship with spirit, right? We know, anyone who's worked with me, you know how important your time with spirit is. You know how important your meditation time is. It's one of the first things we talk about. We are going to create a spiritual practice for you. We're going to create you having time with spirit, with God, with your guides. It's gonna happen, right? And if we're always, I don't have time. I want you to listen to yourself and just hear yourself how many times you say, I don't have time for. Oh, I can't do that. I don't have time for. Just listen to see how long you have it. I mean, how long you say it. How many times you say this throughout your day, throughout your week, whatever it is, right? We're just doing a little test, right? We're just doing a little test and see what's what. But it destroys and diminishes your relationship with spirit. That's right, Tammy. There's always time. If you don't have time for you and you don't have time for spirit, baby, you don't have time for anything. Nope, nothing. Nothing. Which is why, right, I always ask you and say it needs to be the first top of your day. Preferably before you're getting out the bed, before your feet are hitting the floor and you're off and running and going, create the time. I don't want to hear there's no time. Baby, go to bed earlier. Baby, get up earlier, right? Like, that's a wrap. Like, because I know how important it is. I know how fruitful it is. I know how nourishing this is for everything that you want to do throughout the day. It all starts, right? It all starts from this spot, right? That you say, this is important, and I know what I need is right here, right? The other thing of this is that this hurried life feeds our addiction. Whatever addiction you have, like I clearly have an addiction to sugar, right? Like it feeds that addiction. Like I recognize when I'm hungry, if I don't have exactly what I need, exactly what I'm going to eat, like prepared out, thought of, I will just eat crap, right? I will eat crap. I don't even care because it's just in that I need to be validated. I need to be satiated and like my needs need to be met. I will tell myself whatever kind of story. It's crap. Right? I recognize this crap. So I have got to prepare, right? So that's a change within my living, within my daily living that I have to do so that I can be successful, right? But this hurriedness validates whatever addiction you have. It validates your that you need to be validated, right? You think about when you make a post. How many times do you go back and see how many people have liked it? If X amount of people and everybody's number of that is different, if that number is not met for you to go, oh, okay, that was a good post. How many of us are looking for that validation in some way, shape, or form? And I just want you to be honest. I know I've done it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Rita, be conscious of this, right? My goal is a social media mogul. I want to help and heal the word and deliver the word of God through social media. Well, baby, we cannot be concerned about likes. God doesn't care about likes, cares about the message, right? Like, whoo, where is our focus? Where are we trying to be validated, right? This instant gratification that we say that the millennials have, well, damn it, we've picked that shit right up. We cannot just blame the millennials. Like, they get a bad rap. These poor millennials get a bad rap. We do the same thing. So this fast, hurry, it validates, right? And perpetuates our addiction, our need for validation, our need to seek love from outside, and that instant gratification, which what? Tears our spirit down, diminishes and just, right? Strips away the truth of who we really are, right? Third thing that God said, right? Corinthians. As I'm putting together some paperwork, and I literally just the other day, I'm getting ready to do a wedding to marry this couple, right? And there's a whole questionnaire that I want you to read and fill out separately, right? That's how I can make your service individual to you, by putting all these little nuances that you both remember. But one of the very first things is love is patient, love is kind, right? I love Corinthians 13. Love is patient. So if we are in any way, shape, or form hurried, rushed, in the need for speed, we are not in the vibration and in the need of love. You cannot be in the same. You cannot be love and be rushing, hustled, bustled, right? I don't even use that word hustle, right? I used to have that in my office, right? I forget what it is now. Something about hustle. I was like, every time I look at it, I was like I didn't get the feeling that I once got from it. And that's because I recognize now, if I'm hustling, I'm not love. Love is the key to it all. Whenever we question what we're doing, when we can taper ourselves back, right? Like, bring ourselves back, like, wait, is this coming from love or fear? Right? Love or fear. Those are really the only two emotions we really need to be concerned about. Everything else will fall into love. Everything else will fall into fear, right? Of that emotional scale. So I ask myself that all the time. Rita, are you coming from love or are you coming from fear? And sometimes I am coming from fear. And I just have to own it and be honest and go, okay, how can I do that better? How can I do that better? How can I come from a place of love? What do I need? Because somehow I'm feeling inadequate. Somehow I'm feeling not ready. Somehow I'm feeling not enough of or prepared for. So let's be more prepared. How can we do that, right? There's something that I need to do different so that I don't keep getting the same result, right? So the bigger PSA of all of this, right, is that the universe always has our back. Today, I didn't get hit. I wasn't gonna be hit, but Spirit was so that I would look at and take in and slow the F down so that I can take in my own goals and desires more fully, right? That I can create the space for my dreams to be manifested and actually have fun doing it and not feel stressed, not feel pressure, not feel like I'm behind the 8 ball, not feeling like, hurry the heck up, Rita, why is this taking you so long? Like, to calm down and actually, oh my goodness, enjoy the journey. Hey! Oh my goodness! We say that, but are we really? We say it all the time, but are we really doing that? Enjoying this journey. I want to. But I have to be the one to enjoy the journey, right? Like, nobody else can make me. Nobody else knows everything that's going on in my little mind and my little heart but me. Well, and God, right? So there's some questions and some action, right? Some call to actions that we've given you. So I hope and I pray that you take a moment, and if you're just coming on with us, to go back and listen and challenge yourself. Challenge yourself for more, right? Challenge yourself to open yourself up more than you ever have, to be that much more real to yourself than you've ever been before, right? That's it. Because every little bit matters. Every little bit counts. Every little bit changes you. That's what we want, right? That's what we want. So, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And, you know, sometimes I love it. Sometimes, you know, you all listen to these lives and whatever, right? Sometimes it's a post or something, and you feel some kind of way about it. And I will hear from you. And I love that, right? I love that, because that means you're actually taking it in. That actually means that you're like checking in with yourself and you're allowing the feeling of whatever it is to come up and come out. So I welcome that, right? Like, you may not agree with me, and that's okay, right? That's okay. We can talk about it. We don't all have to be thinking the same way. I don't want us all to be, you know, the same. I want us to be all uniquely us. We're the same in that we're loving beings, but it's so unique on how that love is expressed and shared and grown and just is. That's the fun of it, right? That's the fun of it. No two auras are alike. I love that, right? So that's us. We all have aura. We all are energy, but none of them are alike. So how we live, how we express, how we share, how we be is up till my, right? That's up to you. So have a wonderful night. Challenge yourself, right? Challenge yourself. And tomorrow we know, right, is Warm It Up Wednesday. So I'm done with the hump day, right? Please. It's better than a hump day, people, right? Wednesday's better than a hump day, right? Warm It Up Wednesday. How are you going to warm it up tomorrow? How are you going to turn up the heat? How are you going to bring the heat tomorrow with Warm It Up Wednesday? All we need is love, people, right? So Warm It Up Wednesday is an opportunity to bring your heat, to bring your love. How will you do that? How is your spirit asking you to show up and show out tomorrow? I'm very excited. Enjoy, and I'll see you later.